Hey!
It's the Patreon exclusive brought to you by Jarritos Grapefruit Soda.
No, it's not. Not #ad.
Sneak. Use code word 10.
I've had 3 coffees. I've bought a new t-shirt, and you know what? I'm in a fucking good mood. I'm in a good mood.
I'm not drinking. Could that be louder? I'm not drinking any more Sneak because I've hit my
shite.
Load of shite.
Oh, today you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, what you mean?
I've had 3 coffees. The first 2 were batch brews. The second one was an Americano with an extra shot of coffee in. I am ready to podcast, Daniel.
Are you?
I'm here and I'm ready.
I feel like you're ready to monologue. I get a real I'm not going to listen vibe off you today.
Oh, no, I will listen to you. I will. But the thing that I say afterwards might not necessarily correlate to what you've been talking about. You know what I mean? Because I am on form. I can feel it.
Right. Okay, good. Just go for it. I'll react.
What?
You all right?
Hey! I feel good, actually.
Are you on the cocaine that I'm not doing anymore? Have you taken one for the team?
I've had 2 cups of coffee from Honduras and another one from Starbucks.
Name a Honduras footballer and I'll give you the point.
Paulo One Chop.
No, he's Costa Rican.
No, he's not.
No,
He's from
he
Honduras.
is. Paulo One Chop.
Paulo One Chop is from Honduras.
No, he's
Costa Rican.
Costa Rican.
Palacios. Any of the triplets you could have had?
Wilson
Palacios. Yeah, I forgot about that. I always get them mixed up.
He is flying here, mate.
I've got 2 gigs tonight. I've got to do my tour show and then
try not to do them before you get there. I feel like you've got the energy where you might finish that second set on the motorway driving to the first set.
I'm very aware at the minute that because I haven't shaved my beard or cut my hair, and I can't do it till Wednesday because I've got a wedding at the weekend and it needs to be fresh for that, I look like a homeless man with a job interview, and I'm very aware of that. But I'm leaning into
Wow, that is so much self-awareness that is so horrifically off. You just look like you've got 2 millimeters more beard than normal. If you've got that homeless thing going on in your head, no one else is like, fucking Adam's got that homeless thing going on.
Yeah,
you look like Grizzly Adams.
Grizzly Adam.
There you go. Yeah, the beard.
Clip it out.
What happened last night, Adam? In Birmingham Glee Club?
We drove home after the show and we slept in our own beds.
What happened before?
Just one show last night?
Yeah.
Just the one?
They don't do the doubles, do they?
Nope. What do you mean?
I thought...
There's 2 rooms, but it's only the small room that we're doing.
Yeah, I know. I just thought, in my head, I was like, you might have an early show, like an afternoon one, but it was just the evening one.
Yeah, we did Friday and we did Saturday.
Nice.
So they were my 3rd and 4th of 5 Birmingham tour dates. The room is well too small. And next year, we'll try and find 1,000 seats somewhere because great.
Yeah, even I've sold out the fucking... I'm on my 3rd show. Like, wow.
It's just insane.
I've underestimated Birmingham. I'd say I've been in Glasgow all weekend. And when you came back from Glasgow, you were like, we're pretty famous in Glasgow. And I was like, oh, cool. I feel like we're doing pretty well everywhere. There's some Glasgow more than a lot of places.
Yeah. I told you.
Oh, it's. I got noticed outside the fucking Celtic shop. I got recognized in Nando's. Like, it happened a few times. Some really cool. I don't know if it's like a Glaswegian thing, like, he is English. Yeah. So I'm not going to fucking fawn over him, but like the podcast. Little tap, little fucking tapping, like, hey.
Yeah.
And the guy at Nando's was like, cheers, Dan. I was like, oh. Okay.
Yeah. Give us a black card, Nando's, please, because we eat there loads.
Yeah.
Just give us give us a company black card, please.
A company black card?
Yeah. So it's like...
Yeah, I'd take that. We don't all need one each, do we? We just have one where we can all...
We'll all use it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just please,
That's
someone tag Nando's or something. Just with that sound.
And we'll do a lot of promo for it.
Yeah.
I've started eating Nando's in and around us recording a lot. Since when was it?
Because there's a Nando's 3 miles away.
Oh, I know when it was. It was when you were away in January. You were in New York. Yeah. And me, Ishan... Did we go for a Nando's, boys? I feel like we did, didn't we?
Nando's in the middle of recording a Patreon and then doing a lock-in.
It's just made me realise that Widnes one. I've had a Nando's today on the way to this.
Like, I won't eat chicken unless I'm using Nando's peri peri sauce medium. The 125 gram bottle.
But what about mayonnaise?
I'd usually go for the mild Peronaise. The 265 gram bottle's my favourite.
Hey, not to ruin the getting a black card thing, but I had a little tub of Supercharger. You know, the spicy mayonnaise from KFC.
Those KFC cunts.
And I nearly whipped it out in Nando's and just changed the whole game.
You can't do that.
Is that illegal?
Yeah,
I think that's a sex crime, essentially, isn't it?
I also don't get the hype around the Supercharger sauce. I think it's fine.
Oh, no, I think it's really nice. I think it's got a lovely little kick.
Fine.
I just wanted to do that thing of like, who am I?
Pepsi glass.
Yeah, this is science in action. Maybe I'll cure cancer. No, just tastes weird.
What gigs have you been doing in Glasgow?
I've been closing the Glasgow Glee.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, so I haven't been in that building for 10 years since it was a Glasgow Jongleurs where I never had fun, ever. And it's obviously done like a Glee, innit?
Yeah.
It's nicely done. It's still the Jongleurs, though. It's weird. What I didn't realise is they closed the Jongleurs down 10 years ago. No cunt has wanted the room in 10 years, so it's just been left to fester. They've come in and gone, cool, it's the same sort of layout. So you're in there going, I think it's a Glee, but I've got like almost
It's the least Glee.
I've got muscle memory PTSD from I've been hated.
I did the second ever weekend at the Glasgow Glee.
Was there a lot of people in?
There's about 120 each night.
All right, cool. We were 100 on Friday. Very lid heavy. Like a quarter of the room, maybe a third of the room were lids. Because it's really weird to walk in Glasgow and have people go, hey! You're like, wow.
Yeah.
Like last night, there was much less lids in and it was busier. There was about 180 in last night. And it was like, oh, there you go. That's that usual like, yeah, fucking winner's over. So it was much more like a normal circuit gig. There was actually, both nights were really good. I stayed at the Motel 1. Did they put you up at the Motel 1?
I think they put me up in the Ibis.
Right. They put you up in a shitty hotel. That sounds shitty. Motel 1 sounds terrible.
No, they're good, the Motel 1s.
They're
the one next
fucking
to the
dead nice.
The one next to the stand in Newcastle is where Jason puts you up when you do his gig.
Right.
And it's fucking great.
Right. There's something about the name Motel 1 that sounds really basic.
It sounds Travelodgy.
It sounds Travelodgy. Got in there.
But it isn't.
Really flashy. Now, this keeps happening to me, and I don't know if it's a decision they make as I wander up, or if it's something to do with comedians and all the knobheads that they've had stay there, and they're like, oh, if you book via the Glee, they're all fucking alcoholics, because they gave me the disabled access room, and this has happened to me so many times when I'm gigging away with the comedy club. It feels like they make a judgment call going, he's not disabled, but he drinks like he might be disabled, like he might need something to hold on to during a shit. And I love the extra space, and I quite enjoy it, but went for a few beers with Christopher MacArthur Boyd, who's a good guy, good comic.
CMB,
yeah,
affectionately.
He's a really good compere, actually. That I think with all the energy crisis and the cost of everything, I think they're struggling to get people up to Glasgow. It's a very local bill, and it was a nice one. There was a guy called David Kay in the middle who was sort of low energy. Jesus Christ, was that fun for me, because when they're low energy and I get to come on and take it up a gear.
He was comparing?
We went for Christopher.
And who opened?
Someone called Crystal Evans, who's again, she's American, but she lives in Scotland. It was just one of those ones where you're like, everyone had a nice time, and then I was the dad. It was dead nice. It was good. Nice dressing room and everything. And we went out for a few beers. And I've been fighting off this cold, which is why I still sound like a Lancastrian Barry White. I've been on all sorts of stuff. I've been fucking around buying cars. I've just not had a chance to rest. We had a full full public episode record on Thursday. I went straight to gigs. I was dicking around on Friday, got to Glasgow. I've just been ignoring it, coughing like a fucking knobhead and ignoring it. And had 4 pints, snuck in a little shot of white tequila, it wasn't Silver Patron, definitely wasn't as good. And you know when you're like, oh, if I'd have had another few pints, I'd have been pissed. And I was like, right, we'd hung out with Christopher's girlfriend's workmates, and they seemed fine, but I was like, this isn't going anywhere, and I'm going to call it. It's midnight. I had to walk down, and I picked the worst takeaway in Glasgow for food. Mm-hmm. It was fucking rank.
I guarantee you, no matter how bad it was, it was not as bad as the full English breakfast that me and him had yesterday in a sports bar in Birmingham.
There's something about like full Englishes and garlic bread and cheese where you're like, this is inexcusable. I've asked for basically a pizza-based cheese on toast. How the fuck have you messed it up? It was vile. I ate the whole thing like a little fat twat. And I woke up at 6:30 in the morning, so dehydrated. I thought it was the tequila. Then I thought it was the 4 pints. Then I thought it was the fact that I've been fighting off a cold. I think I was hungover from the garlic bread. It was so minging. And I was like, when you woke up, I woke up, I was like, fucking that. And I reached for my bottle of water and entangled myself with the disabled emergency cord and gave the whole thing a fucking pull. So a bit hungover, dying dehydrated at like 6:30 in the morning. My room started going, because it's like, oh, there's a disabled person falling out of bed. And the guy that banged on the door...
You might have just been a guy who's locked himself out of his hotel room. Very similar alarms.
Is it? Wow. Well, this one, the look on the face when it was just a able-bodied knobhead in his underpants. He'd come to rescue a disabled person. He was ready. He was like, this is first thing in the morning. He'd had 4 coffees. He was ready to go. And it was just me going, sorry, I had a garlic bread and I was very dehydrated. I've turned it off now. He was like, you know how to switch it off? I was like, no, because I'm not disabled. I've never been in these rooms. Stop giving me these fucking rooms.
There's a cord next to the bed.
There's a cord next to the toilet.
Yeah, I get that maybe, but next...
That's the one he pulled, the one in the toilet.
Oh. No, I didn't.
Oh.
No, I didn't reach for my water. I was
round the corner.
I was asleep in bed like, I need water. I'll reach into the bathroom with my go-go gadget arms. I just reached for the water and it was so easy to do.
What happened?
The fucking guy came and banged down the door like, oh my God, I'm going to have to save a life here. Because he thought some disabled person had night tremors and rolled out of his bed.
Should have pretended.
Yeah, that's what I did actually.
Go on, and how would have that gone down?
Hello, mate, I am disabled and I have fallen. Please help me.
Right. Cool.
Because just because they're disabled doesn't mean that they're mentally
You can't see the disability. I mean, you sound dry as fuck.
And just
hello, I am disabled. Although you cannot see my disability, I'm awful at fucking dinner parties.
There's not. Yeah, you can be disabled without being like.
Disability stretches among many gamuts.
Yeah, you could just have a bad toe.
You can't get a disability access room when you're disabled if no one has an idea of what your disability is.
They can't question you though.
Right, cool. Well, I mean, I'm not even disabled and they gave me the room, so...
Yeah,
they must have
have
thought you were.
They just literally went, this guy's a knobhead.
You might just have a bad back.
Or maybe it was a ploy because they wanted to see your dick because they knew you'd pull it in the night. And it was an excuse to run in and go,
What, pull my dick or the cord?
Maybe just one knock it and was like, I want to see his cock.
They was like, this guy looks like he's definitely going to pull a cord in the night and then I get to see his dick. Yeah, it makes sense, Carl.
I think 213.
I think your theory is like, I am a really rapey gay man that works on the reception of Motel 1. And I like seeing bald 41-year-old dicks. So put him in a disability room because he look... What?
Is your dick bald?
We've had this. Everyone's dick's bald.
Yeah.
You've got a hairy shaft. I've said this before.
I've got 4 hairs on it that I have to shave whenever I shave everything.
Does it look like a homeless dick trying to get a job interview? From before, guys. You're welcome.
It looks more like a game of Kaplunk. You with the sticks.
How high do the hairs go up?
Are they quite thick?
There's one coming out the bell end at the minute.
Are they multicoloured?
Like an apple core.
Yeah, got green pubes on me cock.
Adam, let me pull this pube off. Don't, because all these balls will just fall out the bottom. Right, now I hear you've reached your limit of Glasgow. I know you have. Go.
I'm just in a good mood.
No, I know, but
what
I know you.
What happened in Glasgow?
I know you. You're
what
like,
happened?
It's killed you. Like, you're like,
no, it hasn't.
No, it has.
No, it hasn't. No, I'm not telling you until you finish your story. I'm not telling you.
It's fine. It's fine.
What happened? Tell me how it went.
It's a man fondle you've done.
It's genuinely not just the look of disappointment when
I think
was
what's happened
an able-bodied guy.
I think Dan is at the end of his story and he's still trying to fucking blame me for moving the conversation.
No,
I think you finished. I think you finished.
It's not.
And you're like, oh, Adam doesn't want to listen anymore. When in reality, you've got fuck all to say, mate.
I have run out.
Nothing.
I have absolutely run out. But it's it's just this. It's this like. I could literally be like, and then I found a lump and I think it's cancer. You'd be like, anyway, fucking Villarreal. Jürgen said to me, go on. So thanks to all the lids in Glasgow, it was really fucking nice having a Glasgow away. Feels like an away leg Glasgow. And
we've discussed this before. Glasgow feels like a home leg to me.
Yeah, so
I love it up there.
We could do it. Let's get a massive disabled access room and I'll just get my dick out.
We did Birmingham, as we were saying before, Friday and Saturday. I had a really busy week, to be honest. Isle of Man Tuesday, Sheffield Wednesday, Blackpool Thursday.
Good team.
What?
Did a good team.
Sheffield Wednesday.
Yeah.
I see what you did there. It's the name of a football club. It's also when I did my talk show. Yeah. You're just on it. Friday and Saturday.
He makes a lot of money, this guy.
Birmingham Friday. They had a good hockey team as well.
Friday.
Birmingham Friday had a hockey team.
The great.
Birmingham Friday.
Do you know why they're called Sheffield Wednesday? Because they actually only used to play on Wednesdays. That's actually a fact.
You'd have never guessed.
But he didn't.
What about Birmingham?
I left the space.
What about Birmingham Saturday?
What? That's not a thing. Birmingham Friday and Birmingham Saturday.
Nasty derby, that one.
Birmingham Friday was good. It was fun. I liked that little room at the Glee.
I've never loved that room.
Have you ever done an hour in it?
No, I've never done a tour show in it.
It's better to do an hour in it than a club set.
I've only ever done the late show, which is like, yeah, it's kind of all right.
No, it's not like that at all. I've done that as well, and that's not as fun as the main room. Doing an hour in there, it can feel quite electric. The only problem with it is it's quite small, so if someone in the middle of the middle goes to the toilet, the whole room goes, where are they going? And you lose the concentration of the room for a sec.
Yeah.
Which it's happened every time I've done a tour show there. But you just have to use your experience and sort of play to that anyway. Last night in that room, I did 90 minutes nearly, 80, 90 minutes.
An hour 15, hour and 20, yeah.
And I got less than half of my tour show out in total by the end of it.
Because you're just Boogaloo.
So it was chaos, but I actually really enjoyed it. Now, I will understand if there's people who were there who feel shortchanged because they didn't see the full show. But I think most people in the room enjoyed the chaos.
Like, it was magic.
Yeah.
They got a bespoke show that no one's ever going to see.
And if they want to see the full show, they can come back on Sunday the 12th of June. There's 100 tickets left for the main room of the Birmingham Glee.
Imagine if it's Bedlam again.
Well, I've had people messaging me going, is it worth me coming back in June to see the rest of the show?
Holy shit. So it really was a fucking
The show ended after 20 minutes.
So,
as in, like, the material.
Go on, talk me through this. I'm
so
fascinated.
while Thomas is on, Carl texts me and goes, it's lively. Because I wasn't watching Thomas. I was just in the green room, just being a bit zen. He's like, it's lively. I said, is it heckly or just you mean there's loads of energy? And he said both. And I was like, right, okay.
Okay.
So I go on, and for the first sort of 10, 15, they were great. There's not really any heckles. There's a couple of people answering rhetorical questions, which I've just got to accept that some people are thick, and that's going to happen every now and then.
Come on, guys.
The room is so small that you can see the face of everybody in that room.
Yeah, it's intimate.
Right?
It's about 150.
Yeah, it's exactly 150. Yeah. So there's a girl in the middle of the middle. So she's on the fourth row back, and she's slightly left of the centre seat. And she just starts talking to the people next to her. And I went, listen, love, I don't know whether you're aware, but you're in a very small room, and I can see you. So just don't, because it's really annoying, and I can't be asked.
I can hear you, and you're in the middle of the middle. Everyone in this room can hear you.
And she's like, right, okay, no, go on, you carry on. Do your show. Right?
Yeah. But no, she went, go on, do it, carry on. And he was like...
But she wasn't trying to be a cunt. Yeah. She was just drunk, right?
But she's accidentally done the cunty thing.
100%,
yeah,
right?
Okay.
So then the doorman comes over. I didn't realise I had security. So then I was like, I've got to be honest with you, love. If I knew I had him, I'd have been much fucking ruder to you. And then I was really rude to her, and it played off as funny. Then, about another 10 minutes later... and throughout this, I'm dealing with other sorts of joiny-ins and people going to the toilet and whatever. But she stood up to go to the toilet. Now, because she's in the middle of the middle, the whole room goes like that, as I said before. No one's looking or listening to you. And when you're doing the type of stand-up that I'm doing, every word is kind of important. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So I can't just carry on. You can't. So I was like, right, I'll just sort of vamp while she sort of gets into the bathroom. She goes to the bathroom. Then the guy who was with her about a minute later went to the bathroom as well, right? So I was like, right, okay, carry on. He then, 2 minutes later, comes back. And in the meantime, I'd asked the front row, because there was like 3 empty seats on the front row. So I said, do us a favour, all just budge up 2 seats. And then there'll be 2 seats on the end. And when they come back, I'm going to make them sit there, because I guarantee you that's not the last time she's going to walk out this room. And if she does it from the middle again, it's going to do me head in. So I got them 2 seats. The guy comes back.
Oh, but you said something before he came back.
Which is the setup.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get to that in a minute.
Okay.
So he comes back, and I sit him on the front row, right? And she just doesn't return at all. Now, as Carl's just said, while they were in there, it's sort of a little bit hacky, but I thought it'd be fun. So I went, right, let's just set something up. I said, so when they come back, at some point in the show tonight, I'm going to say a sentence. I'm going to just say, the Jolly Green Giant. And I want you to all react as if it's a perfect callback. Huge laugh, round of applause, and if you like, even a standing ovation.
Oh.
Right?
It's amazing when you do stuff like that, because what you're doing is you're making everyone in on the joke apart from one person that they're not bothered about. And it's like, you're going, I'm just going to load this gun and I'm going to let you hold the gun, but you just wait.
And so imagine loading
the whole
gun.
crowd's like,
imagine loading the gun and going, get ready, but then the gun doesn't get shot for 40 minutes.
Right? So I said, I just want to see what her and him do. If they join in with the standing ovation, or if they laugh at all, or if they're just like, what the fuck is this? right? So then he comes back on his own. And I'm like, where's your missus? And he goes, oh, it's not me missus. It's not me missus. And I went, right, okay. So you just friends? And he went, yeah. I went, are you single? And he went, yeah. No, I'm married. Right? And I went, right, okay. Is she single? And he went, yeah. So then I'm sort of insinuating that there's something going on.
Yeah.
We then found out that his wife knows that they're both there together, or he said so. And that it's just that his wife doesn't listen to or like the podcast, but he used to work with this girl and they both listen to it, and that's why they're at the show. Right?
Okay.
So then...
I mean, on spot, it's a pretty good excuse. If it's true, fair enough. But
yeah. So I'm talking to him, but then I was like, are you not worried that she hasn't come back? It's been like 15 minutes at this stage. Right? I'm doing crowd work throughout, but she's just not come back from the toilet. So I'm like, you not worried? He's like, nah. I was like, has she ever just disappeared before? And he went, no. I was like, I know exactly what's happened here. She's gone to the toilet, and it's much easier to find the main room of the Glee from the toilet.
She's watching the normal show.
I said, what's happened is she's walked into the main room and gone, fucking hell, this is bigger than it was before. And Adam's black.
Right? Checks out.
So I try and carry on with the show, but I can feel in the room that everybody is just thinking, where the fuck is this woman? Do you know what I mean? Where's she gone? And at one point, there's another couple who start talking. This is another 10 minutes later. And I've tried to get some more bits out. And I've got a few of them out, but not a lot of it. And another couple start talking. By the way, I just want to say, I'm enjoying all of this. Right. I wasn't like pissed off.
Okay.
Right? So there's another couple start talking. And I went, what are you talking about now? And he goes, we're just wondering where the fuck Grace is. The girl who's gone missing. And I was like, mate, we all are. It's on my mind. It's on every mind in the room. Right? So then I was like, right. I went, can a woman just go to the toilet and just see if she's there? So we sent someone. She's not there.
This is a circuit. This is very circuit. But this is like you're comparing and you're just juggling all the magic.
Exactly what it was.
Yeah.
Right? So she's not in the bathroom. She comes back. There's people looking around the building for her. She's not come back. Then people start going to the toilet bit by bit, because I've done over an hour at this stage. So people are starting to need a wee. So they go to the toilet. But then every time someone who's gone to the toilet comes back,
like,
everyone goes, right? So I'm just crowd managing all of that. And I got to the end of the bit. I started doing my... I've got a routine at the minute about why billionaires might fuck kids.
Yeah,
right?
It's a great bit.
And it takes a lot of deliberate setup, and you've got to listen to it, and there's, you know, it's justifying a very sort of silly stance, I suppose. And I start doing it, and I realise I can't get this out. But I've now done an hour and 5 minutes. So I'm like, but I've got to get out of this show somehow. So I then go to the guy on the front row who's with this girl. I was like, mate, how are you not more worried? You're a married man who's gone on a date with a single woman. She's gone missing, and you're the calmest person in the room. Like, if something's happened to her, you are fucking prime suspect here. And he's like, it'll be fine. She does a lot of drugs. Right? So then the doorman's like, does she now? So he's now looking for her. So I went, hey.
I'd have gone looking for it.
I went, here's the thing. I went, ring her or let me ring her. So ring her, right? So I get the phone, I put it on speaker next to the microphone. And I'm like, hi, Grace, where are you? She goes, I'm outside. I was pushed out of the Arcadian, which is the building that the Glee's in. And I went, really? Yeah. What did you get pushed out for? She's like, I was in the toilet and they kicked me out. And I was like, no, you weren't. You went to the toilet. No one's seen you. She was like, I was removed. Right? And I went, she went, where are you? I was like, I'm still watching Adam. She goes, oh, okay. And then he went, how's she not got onto the fact that you've got a Scouse accent? And I went, mate, I could do a Nigerian accent now and she wouldn't question it. Right? And then I went, Grace, I'm coming to get you. And she goes, thank you so much. I'm going, and yeah, come and get me. Right? So I went to him. I went.
Oh my God.
So I went, go and get her. I sent Carl down with him and rang Carl so that like me and the audience are in on Carl's movements with the girl. And then he goes, right, she's going to come back in. The doorman at first was like, she's not coming back in.
I had to make a deal with the doorman. I was like,
why did she get kicked out?
Because she was hammered.
She was sat in the big room.
Yeah.
Fuck.
No ticket.
So I came down and went, can you let that woman in? The lady doorman went, doorwoman maybe, said, no, she's very drunk. I was like, I know, but like, it's kind of a joke upstairs. It's like, I'll be responsible for her. I'll make sure she's okay and she comes out. No. I was like, please, I promise not to happen. And she went, okay, on your head. And just let her wander in. Like, she was literally like,
I sat her back on the front row. She did not sit on the seat I'd made available for her. She sat in another empty seat on the front row and started making friends. And I was like, look, Grace, come on. You've just got to let me get this last bit out.
God.
And I went, right, anyway. The Jolly Green Giant. And the room erupts.
You like a goal had gone in.
She fell apart laughing. She didn't stand up with the rest of the room, but she's crying her eyes out laughing. And I heard her just go, oh, Jolly Green Giant. It made absolutely no sense to anything whatsoever.
I would find this so much more funny if I wasn't doing that room on a Saturday in October.
I got a tweet before from a guy saying, thought a lot of your stories were really great last night, as ever, but you gave the audience too much attention and made it about them too much, and you should have just cracked on with your show. And I just tweeted and I said, mate, you've got to trust me fucking 12 years worth of experience and judgment here. If I'd have just tried to plow on and get the show out, it would have been horrific. You've just got to enjoy that night for what it is, which is a night that becomes about the audience.
Yeah. Whenever I've had that feedback before when they're like, you should have just gone on with your stuff. You're like, especially on a tour show, you want to. You really want to. Yeah. It's not you going, do you know what? I've done this tour loads this week. Sheffield on a Wednesday. I'll just fuck around. It's not like that. Do you know, the Birmingham Glee is a proper fucking gig, but it's almost like a role reversal. Like, usually, piss people from the main room wandering into the tour show in the small room is the worrying energy in it, because someone's like, they're fucking on some like stag do, and then all of a sudden they're in like, and then this happened to me. I love that on last night the energy was completely different, and someone from a tour show has gone in the main room and gone, they have to get them out. Fucking hammered.
It was chaos, but like it was, as Adam said, he organised it well, and it was like.
Do you know what it made me feel like? It
was so good.
It made me feel quite accomplished. You know, I got to the end of the show and I was like, I know exactly what I'm doing.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Because there's periods in my career where that would have just been horrific and gone off the rails. Like even like 5 years ago, I'd have been like, I don't really know how to handle what's going on here. But to be able to do an hour and a half nearly of stand-up, 20 minutes of which was prepared, and well over an hour of it not be, and to just be, and roll and laughter and rounds of applause for the whole night. I just got to the end of it and I was like, oh.
You smashed it.
I can do this.
Yeah.
I'm a home.
I'm trying to get into the crowd a little bit more, because
I'm doing that now.
Over the last year, since we reopened, do you remember you did the Adam Rowe and Friends when it all reopened in like the third week of May?
Me, you, Alfie.
For those 2 months after that, I said it on the pod, I really wasn't enjoying my stand-up. And what got me back to full match fitness and sharpness was just doing a set and really honing it and everything. And now I almost want a little bit more from the crowd, from just like looking forward and looking at what Schultz does in America with his videos that go viral. You hardly ever see Schultz do a bit of material online, because that's all in the tour show. But you have these moments where, you know, they're one-man shows, but he's doing crowd work. So I was like, that's kind of what I want to. I want to use all of these skills that I've got from comparing for fucking years to sort of set up the show. I want to do that. I want to open the show by genuinely comparing it, properly, like seeing what happens, to then build up into the tour show.
I don't know how you feel about this, but if I was you, with your wealth of experience doing that, I would do your tour shows the way Paul Smith does.
See what happens, see what comes out.
I would compare for your support act.
Yeah, so that's what I'm planning to do.
20 minutes, get your support act on to do 15, have a break, and then do your show. And you can tie back bits of your crowd work into your tour show afterwards.
It's playing to my strength. So what I've been trying to...
It would be a complete waste of your skill to not compare at all.
So that's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm going to do. Of course, I've not done a preview yet. danspreviews.com. I'm starting in Salford at the King's Arms on the 15th of May. And I've got a run of them. And if you go to danspreviews.com, you'll see the list of them. There'll be more. I'll tune it up. What I thought I'd do in Glasgow on Friday is try and get a bit of the energy that you got forced on you last night. Thought I'd just G them up a little bit and go, I'm going to go in and bounce off them. And it was one of the most mental 35 minutes headlining sets I've ever done. And Christopher MacArthur Boyd afterwards was like, you've got to be careful with that in Glasgow, because they start going, this is fucking great. And It was manic for 15, 20 minutes, and I was fucking around, and I was the one that was sort of G'ing them up. And then I went, now I want to sort of do some bits and build up to a story.
Went,
and it was literally like a classroom of kids with ADHD. And I'd gone, look, free play for 20 minutes and then we'll do the lesson. When I started going, so anyway, me and my wife, they were like, couldn't give a fuck about you and your wife. What about that cunt at the back? It's a fine line to get right, isn't it? To go, I want it to be in the moment and in the room and I want to have fun. But then I suppose I sort of wanted my cake and eat and be like, let me tell you some bits now. And they were still like wired from the fun of it. And
that's why I'm there with the camera for him. I'm not recording his show.
You're recording for them.
I'm recording for the gold that might come in 1 in 5
There's
shows.
a clip from Friday that'll go out. We're definitely going to release the Grace clip. And there's a clip from the Frog a couple of weeks ago from Crowdwork.
Like I'm deleting most of the stuff, but I'm waiting for that 1 gold clip in 5, 6 shows.
I think I'm pretty close to getting to the point where I want someone to come with me at every gig and record, like, film. So
that's what Carl's doing for me now.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah. That sounded like Firmino. Firmino. That's because Carl's Firmino.
I'm a companion /
that sounds like you suck him off sometimes. I'm a companion. I'm an escort, you know?
Well, the thing is with the tour manager, which is Carl's title for working with me on the tour, what you need them to do is go in and set the room up. But the rooms I'm playing at the minute are so used to having stand-up tour shows on that they go, we put the lights on, we put the mic on, and...
I mean, not this weekend.
No, Carl had to tech because the tech didn't turn up.
The tech didn't turn up on Friday, so I did it, because, I mean, I've done it for years.
And then he told them to give them the night off on the Saturday.
I said, don't ask him to come in tomorrow and I'll do it again. She went,
yeah, because he can go fuck himself because he missed his Friday.
She went, what do you want? I was like, I'll do it for free. It's fun. She's like, okay.
Yeah.
So I saved the venue.
So I've got a pretty fucking good camera, an amazing lens, a tripod, the recording equipment for the sound. I just don't want to be my own cameraman. Like, we've all seen it. Like, if you go to circuit comedy gigs at the moment, have a look around for the comics, because they don't always just walk in with like a bag or a notebook and pen. These cunts are turning up with like a little fucking kit. Someone told me Phil Chapman looks like he's like doing a full documentary every time he turns up into it.
That's how we should all be doing it.
But it's great. But I'm just at the point where I don't want to be doing that. And just hit me up if you live in and around Chester and you are looking to do some filming of some stand-up. I kind of want someone young who's keen.
What Chester date is? Where is it?
No, I just want someone who lives in and around me. I don't want to have to go and pick someone up in
of course.
like Liverpool or Manchester. Give us a shout. DM me on Instagram or on Twitter if you are keen to film some stand-up. Any like young filmmakers. I'm not asking anyone to work for free, but like we've got our videographer Will. But these guys are good. These guys are talented. They're in demand. They're not available to come along at every gig. If you are a diehard who's into your stand-up and you want to come and watch me talk some shit, give us a shout, because it's the way it's going, isn't it?
It is.
If you've not seen Schultz do what he's done on, like, give Schultz a proper. We've mentioned him loads of times on here. Go and give Schultz a little look.
Schultz is never going to get the credit he deserves for what he's done to the comedy industry, because not only has he had this amazing career built for himself out of his own work, he's also given jobs to people he really loves and built that sort of family feel around Flagrant 2, his podcast and his stand-up work. But genuinely, without what he done over there first, Have a Word doesn't exist. And without Have a Word, there's about 30 podcasts in the UK now that don't exist without us.
They look very fucking
so
different.
the domino effect of what he's done, not only in America, but over here, and he doesn't even know that really. I'll tell him when I see him. And I nearly text him when he put that video up of his sort of love letter to New York a couple of weeks ago after his New York Radio City Musical tour dates.
That's beautiful.
I nearly texted him and was like, lad, I know you're very proud of yourself at the minute, but I don't actually think you understand the impact you've had quite yet, because he's changed the game for the better.
We'll tell him when he's on the couch.
He will be on the couch.
Schultz is coming in. So he has guys with him at every show, doesn't he? Like a full filming crew.
Yeah. And that Love Letter to New York video was actually a surprise for him by Vala. And I met Vala when I did the podcast out there. He's the one who recommended I go to the Italian restaurant that I went to, that the Italian waiter then recognised me.
Oh, ridiculous.
Yeah, he's got a proper team, and he deserves huge props for everything he's done.
I've bought the car for the tour. I've bought the car. I've now got
What car have you got, lad?
I've got the room in the car for this nameless videographer that I want to. I've got the room in the car for the kit.
You're selling your Z4, aren't you?
The Z4.
Because what have you bought?
I bought an Audi Q7. It's 10 years old.
It's still a bastard. We sat in it before. It's a bastard.
Is it the one parked outside the front?
Yeah.
I've parked right next to it.
It's really nice. And
Big cars, mate. It's different, isn't it?
It's like a lazy boy. I fucking love it.
Carl was sat in my car the other week and he was like, it's like you're driving your living room.
Oh, it's a couch that can do 90.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fucking amazing.
You wouldn't do 90 though, you do 70, don't you?
I don't even think you need to speed in these cars. You're just sort of like, even if you like too slow, someone runs into me, they die. I don't. I'm a bus. Oh, it's so good. Shout out Hassan at HM Performance in Burnley. I thought I was going to a garage. I was going to an Asian kid's house. It was so cute. You don't know who you're buying off, do you? But it was all very like the pictures on eBay were all, because I really like eBay for cars as well. Like often you find something on Auto Trader and it's on eBay as well. I just think if you're having a really good look, I priced up. Do you know what got me on the Audi Q7 thing? You mentioned it a couple of months ago when I was talking about X5s, and it's just started something in my head, and I need the space for all of this kit and all of the merch, and my mates Antonio and John who are coming on tour with me. We really do need a car that's like a tour bus. And the Q7s, the ones that are a little older and have been looked after by some fucking lunatic old boy who's done full service histories. And this is like 10 years old. It's in such good condition. It's been really well looked after. But it was like in front of a really modern looking garage, and the name of their dealership sounded legit. So I was like, cool, I can be there for like 3:30, 4 o'clock on Friday afternoon. I messaged him. He was like, this is the address. Got to the address, and it was just a residential street in Burnley. I was like, oh, well, it must be. He must have given me his street address and like the dealership's round the corner. And then I looked on the drive.
There's a Q7.
There was the Q7. There was an X5. There was a 3 Series. There was an Audi A5. No. The fucking, is it A7? I don't know what it is.
It's A4, 5, 6, and 7. They're just the long ones.
This really sporty one. Is it the A7? The like, oh my God, there's about 180 grand of cars on this drive. I was like, oh, right. So, okay, so it's here. So I went and knocked on, and I went, hello? And this Asian lady answers the door to a residential home. I'd say she was about 50, maybe. I went, hello? I was like, oh my God, I don't know the name of this guy that I've been messaging. I was like, I'm here for the Audi Q7. And she went, oh, you're here to see Hassan? I was like, yes. Yeah. And he went, he's not here yet. So do you want to wait? I was like, yeah, I do. She went, cool. Close the door. I was like, oh,
that's good though, isn't it?
So you meant wait outside?
You'd rather be outside than in her house though. That's a good move for you.
Being rude.
Her being a bit rude.
Yeah.
If she'd have gone to me, come on in, I'd have gone, I've actually left me phalange in the car, so I'm just going to go and play with me phalange.
You're Regina Phalange?
Yeah.
But there's a part of me now, and I think all storytelling stand-ups are like this, where you're like, sort of the story though. And it's back to like what makes the better story in 5 years. If some Muslim mum had gone, come in, love. I'm
Was
like,
she definitely Muslim and not Sikh?
They were, they're Muslim.
You sure?
Yeah, Hassan was don't worry.
How do you know?
Because he was a Muslim.
How do you know?
Because he's called Hassan. He's Pakistani heritage. And he's wearing I didn't like check his fucking Quran.
Well, you should have. You don't know for sure.
They were Muslims.
Stop assuming people's
Could have been
religions.
Christians.
It's transphobic.
Okay, cool. It is transphobic. You're right. That's how that works. Yeah. Anyway, Hassan turns up. I swear to God, he's 19. He's like, all right. I was like, yeah. Are you Hassan or are you Hassan's grandson? Oh no, you're Hassan. This cunt is running a car company that has accumulated that much. It's 150 grand of cars. The guy's 19. I loved it. Loved the whole thing. He was really professional. He took me in the front room, shoes off, and got around.
Defo like, Muslim, fair enough. Actually, yeah.
Or just an OCD mum.
Yeah.
But he was like, do you want a bottle of water? Had a little cooler of waters. We did the thing. So that's why, under pressure, my bank was like, right, dude, you're trying to put this much money in a bank account in Burnley. and it just blocked it. So that's why I had to use the company card. God bless that company card when you're in a
They don't give a fuck.
Oh, it's great.
You can spend £1 million
I had
on like
that in New
KFC.
York. Do you remember my card failed in New York?
Yeah.
I had to use the company card to pay for my hotel.
So you have to use the company card and then put a message in the group with, lads, just to let you know, we've not been robbed off a fucking hotel in New York. I'm just in New York dicking around. So I bought the car, absolutely beautiful. He was like, it's my granddad's. It's actually my granddad's, and he's really looked after it. He's washed it every week. And he's just, granddad's got a new car, but he's like, he's looked after this so much. Bought it, did a little test drive, he part X'd and everything, drove away, connected my phone to
Mike got a new car. Was that like his granddad's dad?
No, I think when you're talking to a car dealer, I don't think they'd use a euphemism like that. I think it's too on the nose, isn't it? Like,
going on up in a sea out in the sky.
Yeah.
In the sky, I'm gonna drive when I die, when I die.
When I die and they lay me to rest, I'm gonna have beaded seat covers.
Oh,
no. Ow.
Come on.
What? What's wrong with that?
That is a stereotype.
It's more of a granddad stereotype. My granddad was not.
It's nothing to do with the fact he's a muzzo. It's an age
How do
thing.
you know his granddad was a Muslim?
I don't.
Could have been
No, you
sick.
don't.
I don't.
No.
I'm just
Could be a Christian.
I'm doing an extension of your assumption.
Yeah, they were definitely Muslim.
Were they nice?
Got in the car, connecting my phone. It was like, oh, you're gonna have to delete the former. It's like a 10-year-old car. It's like if you want your phone book to connect, you're gonna have to delete the other phone book that's been on there. There's a phone book of it. It just said Shelley's phone. So I was like, yeah, cool.
I didn't
granddad
ring Shelley.
Yeah.
I'd have rang Shelley, me.
So that was called Shelley.
Yeah, I just love the bullshit of people who are saying, "Cause this is my granddad's. He's really looked after it, you know, and he is transgender and he's called Shelley." So, what the fuck?
So you called him out on his bullshit.
I love the bullshit.
No, but it might have been Shelley. He might have been called Shelley. Maybe his name was like Shalach or something, and Shelley for short.
Yeah, loads of Muslim men called themselves
Granddad Shelley. I love it how you're like, oh no. That checks out completely. Yeah,
Maybe he's like Muhammad Shalach Al bin Hyled.
Hylid,
Yeah.
the patron.
What was that name?
That was a great effort on a made-up Muslim name under pressure.
How you
Proud of
been?
myself.
Maybe his Muslim granddad was transgender. Makes as much sense.
It's a fact.
Granddad Shelley.
It's a fact.
What's he got now? Pink's the art.
Now he's got a Chevy. It says Shelley's Chevy.
Words. I can't wait for this tour.
Have a
I'm
break.
slightly nervous about the Saturday in Birmingham, but we'll see.
It'll be chaos. I've never done a tour show in there and it being normal, but it's fun.
See you there. Let's have a break. Yeah. Wag lids. Hope you're enjoying today's Patreon exclusive. We've got some new merch that you can see over my boobie.
Is this real?
This is an ad, this,
Oh, for the merch.
for the merch that you're wearing.
Get one of these ones, but when you buy it, get one that fits you.
They come in different sizes, but I would definitely maybe order one size up, unless you want to feel like it's a Tammy Girl starter bra.
Haveawordpod.com is where you get the merch from, and it'll save you wearing that pile of shite that you're wearing at the minute.
We just said don't be doing the mean thing. You look like a fucking pedo. Get some merch, but he can't help himself.
But look at them. Look through the camera at the fucking scruffy twat on the other side of it.
I like you. I think you look good,
Fucking pathetic.
but you'll look better in Have a Word Pod merch,
That's what I was saying, just in a more polite way.
and that's here because Carlo put the graphic in.
Haveawordpod.com if you can't read.
Get on me. Got some silly questions coming up. Oh, silly.
Me and Finn are going on a plane.
No.
Don't know when we'll be back again, but it's
Paul's
Wednesday.
wedding. Paul's wedding.
Wednesday.
He'll be back.
Got my haircut booked.
Me
Got
too.
my haircut booked. Got my suit to pick up Wednesday morning. It's been altered, so it fits me
Mown.
like a glove.
I haven't bought my suit yet.
Carl's going to buy a pink suit.
Are you going to be nil by mouth for Villarreal?
I'm just going to drink
Oh, that'd be good. Yeah,
just
yeah.
Guinness.
Yeah, good.
Guinness and Madri. That's my diet for the next 4 days. And then I'll be fit as fuck come the wedding.
Yeah,
Be
yeah.
handsome.
28 pints.
Also, when I get my beard shaved, it takes about 4 stone off my face. I'm not even messing.
It's not. I don't know if you've got body dysmorphia.
I actually think I have got body dysmorphia.
Everybody's got
think-
body dysmorphia. Every single person on planet.
Everybody
and
has
that-
AIDS.
And that means nobody's got it.
Oh my god, that's such an amazing way of thinking about it.
Nobody looks in the mirror unless you're insane
Mirror.
and goes, I love every part of my body.
I look in the mirror and go, "You're a beautiful black woman.
I look in the mirror and go, what? Cock. Massive.
Yeah. Yeah. I look at pictures of you and go, cock. So we've got a question here from Jack.
I look in the mirror and go,
Massive.
muscles on that cunt. Who's that? Oh, I'm gone.
It's not you.
It's fucking me.
This is from Jack. He's got a question for everyone.
Oh.
Question for everyone.
Even Finn.
Very inclusive, that, Jack.
For Adam, no, not Finn. Fuck Finn. For Adam, shag, marry, kill. Amber Heard, Jada Pinkett Smith, or Sophie Hagen?
Oh
Shag,
my God,
marry,
that
kill.
is hard.
Shag, marry, kill.
Yeah.
Okay, so, I mean, Sophie Hagen.
I know. So,
she's dead.
Shag or marry, Amber Heard or Jada Pinkett? Poor old Sophie. Hi, Sophie. We've never fallen out particularly.
I'd marry Jada.
I've worked with you a few times. You seem nice, but
I'd marry Jada,
You
and
hate
then
me
I'd
now.
just not be asked. And Amber Heard, I guarantee you,
Yeah, she'd smoke it off the
she
hinges.
is amazing in bed.
Yeah.
She's just mental. So I'd shag Amber Heard and have nothing else to do with her. Jada, I'd marry her and then just sort of be an estranged husband. And unfortunately, that means someone has to die. That's quite easy, actually. I know that seems like a hard question, but it's actually quite an easy one.
So you're marrying Jada Pinkett?
Yeah, but I'm going to fuck everyone behind the back. As I'm doing it, I'll be like, this is for Will.
I can't wait to see you slap Chris Rock. It'd be
I
fucking
wouldn't slap
great.
Chris Rock. I'd slap her head.
Hey, would you? When he did a joke,
She was like,
just
you're going
turn
to do
over.
something about it. I'd be like, you bald bitch.
Keep my head out of your hands. Amber Heard
She
is
spoke to me the way she speaks to
a
Will.
crazy
Yeah,
lady,
but she
isn't
would
she?
smoke it off the hinges.
Yeah, but then I'd need
Have
security
you been following
to
the
get
Johnny
her.
Depp trial?
I don't want to be, but social media
It's so funny.
wants me to be.
Because he's just
following
laughing
it.
at their lawyer constantly. The lawyer objected to his own
I
question.
know, because he didn't go the way he wanted. He was
Yeah.
like, "What?" And then everyone was like, "You asked it." And he was like, "Oh, okay." If you ever make this noise on a televised court case, one of the biggest for years. Hebida. What
And he
a
goes,
fucking tit.
That's hearsay, I guess. He just constantly keeps saying, that's hearsay, I guess. Because every time he goes to say something, he goes, objection, hearsay. So Johnny Depp just goes, that's hearsay, I guess.
Is it just a massive, like,
I don't know how the
break up
judge is
court
allowing
case?
it.
They're not married, were they?
Allowing this? How's the judge allowing a crowd to be laughing his head off?
I'm going to allow that. I'm going to allow that.
Mad. You'd think he'd snap down on it. I know he...
Maybe he
The
knows
judge
it.
is probably laughing. Because the lawyer genuine, I mean this, I would be a better lawyer
Yeah.
than the one she's got. I have watched enough courtroom dramas to know how to defend someone better than he is. You don't object to your own questions. I know that.
Real one.
He should know that.
But even
It's pathetic.
her other lawyer is dire, because the counselor or whatever, the woman was on the stage and just kept rejecting it, and it was the weirdest like role reversal. The person on the stand looked in control, like Johnny Depp's psychotherapist,
The cupcake,
yeah,
the
and the
muffins.
woman that was pressing, you're like, this is so bad.
Yeah, she goes, can I just explain this to you so you can stop asking me this question? And then answers it for 2 minutes and goes, and she's like, next question. Like, it's like, what are you doing?
I think the judge must know that he's involved in the highest profile fucking stupid car crash, and he's got to just let it play out.
Yeah. It's
No one's
fantastic.
died. It's just, is it basically just the
She was
worst breakup in history?
But
The judge is a lady.
She...
The judge is
Yeah,
a lady.
The judge is a lady. But she, Amber Heard, was just a very, very, very abusive partner. Like, she's even quoted as saying to him, and it's on tape. She goes, go and tell the world that you're in an abusive relationship. You're a man. No one's going to believe you. Like, she's just an abusive, vile, gaslighting cunt.
Bitch.
And Johnny Depp has gone, right, well, I've got loads of evidence, actually. So let's go to court.
It's really sad that Johnny Depp's mate was on the stand, and he was just like, this is awful. I just want her to move on, and I just want, it's not fair. It's just
Am I wrong to
a
think
really, really, like, horrible moment where you're like, oh, God, I'd hate to see my mate go through that.
But am I wrong to think Johnny Depp's cool as fuck?
I think,
Like, is he a dick too?
who knows?
I think he's been in a toxic relationship. And
He's
that
a
doesn't
massive
make...
cokehead as
Yeah,
well.
but he's
isn't he?
also
So-
cool as fuck.
That
isn't
doesn't
he?
make you act perfectly.
Yeah.
Even if you're not the main abuser. A toxic relationship does take two people to be quite shit at times. But he is the victim of this trial.
Laura.
She
100%.
shit in his bed.
Yeah.
Got
She
a poo
pooed
in
the
his
bed.
bed.
Oh, she's so good at sex.
Yeah.
She has
I'm
to
going to
be.
say this on record. If a girl is capable of shitting on the bed sheets,
Yeah.
She's fucking great at sex.
Yeah, exactly.
She's like, I know what'll piss him off.
That made this question very, very easy.
What's the next
She's
question?
fucking phenomenal. It'll be a great
Have you
night.
cleaned up while I'm out? No, I've done the opposite. Check the bedroom.
The opposite of cleaning is
Phenomenal.
pooing the bed.
She'd be
It's true.
it'd be the best night of your life.
Yeah.
It genuinely would be the best night of your life.
She'd snap your cock off.
Would you... Good. She'd kill you. Carl's explanation of great sex. She'd stab you in the fucking eye. That's how good it would be. Would you rather spend the night with Amber Heard or Johnny Depp? Not sexually, just who do you want to hang out with?
Johnny Depp.
100%.
Without a shadow.
100%.
What kind of parties you get into?
Oh my God. Can we take Johnny Depp to Teddy's? This is what I want to do. I want to get this podcast so big that we can have Johnny Depp on and take him boozing to Teddy's.
Well, there is a Hollywood
And
superstar.
I'll play hide and seek from Johnny Depp.
There is a Hollywood superstar who is
We are working on.
working on getting on the coach. One of
Carl,
the biggest.
The way
Hollywood
you did that
superstars.
was one of the cringiest things I've ever seen. Well, actually done. Who is it? I don't even know.
I'm telling
you
you.
do.
Oh, yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Genuinely one of the biggest stars in Hollywood might be coming on the coach.
I'm telling you.
True.
Ted Danson.
It's not.
It's not. Rhymes with Freddie Gerthy. But that's all I can say.
You know that Freddie Quinn would love that nickname. Dan, would you rather every gig you go to forget to put your handbrake on, or swap your kids for the German kids in Mallorca?
But everyone always knows you've left your handbrake off.
There was one German kid that was sound, but the rest were pretty annoying. And I'd just park somewhere flat and then just hope there's no wind.
Why didn't you do that in Sheffield?
Yeah.
You just put his handbrake on, didn't need to.
Yeah. I'm really annoyed that
Maybe
I
you
didn't
thought
check.
it was flat, and that's why you forgot to put it on. You're like, why would I leave my handbrake on a flat ground?
There was a very distinct hill vibe to it.
So why did you leave it off?
One side of the road was lower than the other. Carl, if you had to do a 20-minute set with Joe, I mean, it's just, I wish I'd checked when it was half in the skip, like, kill myself. Wish I'd checked the handbrake.
If you're wishing for stuff, you might as well wish that you'd actually put it on before it went down, Neil, rather than after it and gone into the road.
Clip it.
He walks out to the car, it's smashed in a skip, he just leans in and puts the handbrake on.
That'll be good podcasting in 10 years. Carl, if you had to do a 20-minute set with jokes written by Dan and Adam, what would be the lowest amount of patrons we would need to get to? 20-minute set.
Oh, that's a fucking phenomenal Patreon special.
Can I just say, doesn't even have to be 20. I'd love to just see you do 10.
You used to have written the jokes, and I'm just delivering them.
Yeah. But we can write whatever we want.
Oh, dear.
30,000.
Oh, 30,000
No.
patrons.
14,000.
I can't wait till October.
Next month,
Yeah.
30k.
20.
No, because that's this year.
So what?
25,
30K.
25k.
I've just said, the question is, Carl, what is your number? And I'm saying the number aloud. 30,000.
20k.
That is your number. My number is 30.
No, come on. Let's negotiate here.
No,
Why? What are you being a pussy ass bitch for?
the answer is 30,000.
30,000
Pussy-ass bitch.
Because
patrons.
I can go outside and cry in my fucking Bugatti.
20 minutes. 20 minutes.
What about it?
20 minutes when we get to 30,000 patrons.
I mean, it's written by you two. Future Carl, I'm sorry. Because this will be quicker than I ever expected.
Dear future Carl,
Why not?
I've agreed to something.
Right, so you're saying on record, if we get to 30,000 patrons, you'll do a 20-minute stand-up set?
That was written by you two.
Yeah.
I'd rather.
Would you rather it written by us?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, because then he's not accountable. It would actually be
It would
harder
be
to
10
write your
times
own
worse if I wrote my
stand-up.
own 20-minute
Yeah.
set. But that's what I'm going to.
Yeah, because I think Adam's going to take quite an interest in the writing process. You know, he famously doesn't write down any of his own comedy. I think he's going to write down quite a lot of yours.
Yeah, but 30k. That'll be sooner than
20
we all
minutes.
think. Yeah.
Oh, why are we doing that? Somewhere big.
We'll do our own gig and I'll do it.
Oh, nice.
Do it at the arena.
The next year's arena.
Wow. Please sign up. Oh,
If
yeah.
the
You
first
already
ever
have.
stand-up I do is an arena, then
You already
they'll
have.
fucking beat you all.
Look down the camera and promise that now. If we hit 30,000 patrons, you will do a 20-minute stand-up set
When
written by
we
Adam
hit
and Dan.
30,000 patrons, I will do 20 minutes on stage written by Adam Rowe and Dan Nightingale.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Carl.
Jack.
Oh! I'm tempted to go and just sign up with 17,000 accounts.
I'm tempted to watch you attempt that.
Finn.
Steve, you're our
I'll
business
give you the
manager.
company card.
Carly Pimlet says, do you think porn
Look how
stars...
nervous he is. He's shitting himself already, you know. He's actually pooing his pants.
You're unaccountable. You just
I'm
say-
unaccountable, and I've been on stage enough.
But the
now, so
closing
like,
bit about your mum's vagina is going to be weird for you. Carly Pimlet says,
It really is. It really is going to be the fucking absolute worldie of a closing bit. And you're gonna, and also we get to dictate what accent you're doing in. You know when you're climbing out your mum's pussy,
Do it.
and you're like, "Damn,
Do it.
this is where Adam's cock has
I'll do
been
it in
so
any,
many
I'll do it in
times."
any accent that I can do, I'll do it in.
yeah, I've not heard you do many accents.
I'm
What are your favourites?
on other people.
No, I mean to attempt, because obviously you've got to get ready for this 20 minutes. You've got to play to your strengths.
Well, I spent
We're not cunts. We're not going to ruin the 20 minutes for you.
I spent a lot of time with Thomas lately, and I can do one line very good in Australian.
Go on.
Fucking right, can.
Oh, that's nice.
It's good, isn't it?
That's about
Fucking right, can.
40% of every Australian comedian set.
But I can do it.
Right.
I'm not that good at accents, to be honest.
What else have you got? What's in your...
Can you do like Hugh Grant?
Hello, I'm Hugh Grant.
Actually,
Just in case
what-
anyone's not sure who you're trying to do.
wasn't.
Just say the name of the person. you're
Hello.
That was Prince.
You do Kenneth Williams.
Oh, Kenneth Williams.
Can you do Bane?
That's just Kenneth Williams, isn't it? They're very similar people, Bane and Kenneth Williams.
Yeah, they are, yeah.
Have you ever seen Bane's Carry On film? Fucking
Carry on
boss.
Gotham.
Yeah, it's so good.
You're merely adopted the dark. I was born in it, molded by it. I've done that for a while. Felt
It's a
like
bit-
stretching my legs.
Yeah. Bane's gone aged a lot, hasn't he?
Is Bane dead? He died, didn't he?
He died. Pretty low-key death. He got shot by some sort of bullet stroke rocket launcher off the side of a motorbike and then disappeared into the door of the courthouse.
Yeah.
It was really unsatisfying because it's a PG, in it. Or is it a 12?
Oh, it'll be a 12 at least.
It's not more than a 12 because as soon as it's more
At
than
least.
a 12, they lose tons of money, don't they, at the box office. So if you watch those films, like it's really menacing.
There is a
until-
director's cut that's an 18. You see his dead corpse getting fisted by
Yeah,
Captain.
yeah. You merely adopted the fisting. Yeah, I
It's
remember.
Michael Caine. He is in it.
My name is Michael Caine.
My name is
I'm fisting
Michael
Bane.
Bain.
I'm fisting Bane. Okay.
Wow.
My name is Michael Caine. And
It's
I'm
like,
fisting
it's like
Bane.
we're trying to actually make the impressions worse. Hello, my name is Michael Caine. Could you... What?
Everton have just scored.
Could you do a Michael Bain impression?
Have yous?
Yeah. Ooh, interesting. It'll be 3-1 Chelsea in 10 minutes. Can I do a what?
Can you do a Michael Bain? Can you do a Bain
Hello,
impression?
my name is a Michael Caine.
It's not bad.
Calavis.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, it's Michael. He wouldn't say his full name. He'd say Michael, wouldn't he?
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. You sound like Mr. Bean.
What about Al Pacino?
Who saw that one come in?
Can you...
Could you, during this whole thing, if everyone did an Al Pacino impression, not do yours? It would...
Sound? Yeah. Go on, you do yours.
No.
Dan, can you pick one person on the wall behind you and do one of theirs? Like, it can't be Mother Teresa. And
Lenny
Adam,
Bruce.
yours can't be Kevin Webster. Are you sneezing there?
You naughty little cunt.
Who's that?
Hey.
Oh, yeah, I didn't see
I
him.
love eating little Indian boys. Hey, I'm Shere Khan, you naughty little twat.
I love how much I've ruined. I love how
I
much
can do Eddie Murphy.
Go on.
No, I want
Hercules.
It is.
no,
From before?
I want you to do Dan Nightingale. There's pictures up there.
Who's on Nightingale?
Yeah.
Say, do a sentence.
Do you not think we've got enough? You must have. Go on, you've got me. I reckon you've got it.
Go on, you've got me.
What the fuck was that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's he from?
Go on, you've got me, bro.
His voice.
You've
Been
got
watching-
me.
Do you think I'm in Top Boy?
Do you think I'm in Top Boy?
Wow, that was really bad. You usually go to accents. That's poor.
Is it that nondescript?
Is it that nondescript?
That's better.
Oh, that's better.
That was
He's getting close. I love sucking big cocks.
Do you?
Yeah.
Good for you.
Well played. Touche. Idris. Love the fact that I've ruined Idris for so many people.
Not for me.
Constant messages going, great, now I can't watch him in anything.
I said you can't do him. That's not Kobe Bryant either.
I was doing Tino Espresso. Hey! Play for Newcastle! Every day!
Can you do Joan Rivers, Dan?
Oh my God. No, that's my wife's vagina.
Hello, Dad. Hello, Mother. Oh, my God.
Well, I'm looking forward to your impressions and your voices in your set, which you'll be doing a lot of.
Okay.
In that 20-minute set, there will be a hold the phone. Now it's time for my impressions section. Yeah, that'd be good.
Hold the phone.
Hold the phone.
We give him a prop as well, and he gets a phone as fucking gives us one on the row. Hold me phone.
Oh, yeah, prop. There's going to be some props.
Do whatever you want.
We will.
30,000 patrons.
Yeah. I won't give a fuck.
Let's make him do
I'll have just
musical
flown
comedy.
home from fucking
Let's make him do musical comedy.
Okay, I'll do a 5-minute musical comedy
There
section.
was a nice lady.
The internet.
Don't know what she looks like. Shanna's song has just come into my head.
Banger.
That's as
I
soon
haven't
as I
seen
think
Shannon
music.
for ages. I miss him.
I haven't actually. Where is he? She's on the circuit.
He is on the circuit, and he's also a qualified electrician. So that leads into Matthew Miller's question. I work as an electrician. I'm not even joking. I've not done this.
Segue.
My boss claims he used to run a comedy club in Newcastle around the time Dan started out. Nick Johnson, if the name rings a bell. Genuinely, I had to think about this, Matthew. It doesn't, but the comedy club I worked at was dog shit, and we had, honestly, 6 managers in about a year. Because it was one of those fuck-up companies where the owner was a bellend and we churned through managers. He's had a bit of a career change since then. What is the biggest change in career you've seen someone take in the comedy industry? That's from Matthew Miller. Genuinely, Shanna's just came up naturally, but when COVID hit and he was like, oh, fuck, I do not like the fact that I've got a mortgage, responsibilities, and now no money, he went and retrained as an electrician. And Shanna's one of the best headliners on the circuit. He's just one of them names, if you see him on a bill, you know he's going to hoof it. A mate of mine from when we started out, but also just one of them smart guys who wasn't willing to sit on his hands and wait for it. You know, like, I saw a lot of coming out of COVID. We worked our fucking nuts off. And I know a lot of comics did their own thing and whatnot, but I saw a lot of comics like, oh, God, it's so bad, I don't know. Just all they wanted to do was to get back to what they were before, which I understand. Then there are a lot of guys who just moved laterally, and Shanna's was one of them. So now Steve is a qualified electrician and getting paid off that, and he's also still gigging on a weekend and getting paid off that, so he's probably better off than he was before. But that was a bit of a stark one, because it was very much because of COVID. But
I know this sounds really ignorant, but I actually don't have an answer to the question because I don't know. Because a lot of the career changes in comedy have been COVID induced. There's a lot of people who've done what Steve have done and then gone to be like delivery drivers, or like, I know people have gone into care work or gone into construction or whatever. But I just don't really keep up with people's lives that much. I just see them at gigs, and occasionally, like, you'll talk to someone like, oh, I've been doing this as well. But people, in my experience, minus COVID, tend to transition into comedy rather than
the other way is like Alfie Joey, who it was a comedian when I started out, had been a priest. He gave up being a priest and became a comedian. Look at Ishan. That's a pretty high-powered job that he had in banking and finance.
A very common transition is teaching, isn't it? There's a lot of former teachers in comedy.
Who then keep so once you've qualified as a teacher...
Yeah.
Go back into it.
Yeah.
Greg Davis, Carl Hutchinson, Freddie.
Thomas Green.
There's a lot more than that as well. Who've done teaching and comedy, because it's also the easiest thing to do on the side of stand-up because you finished at 4 o'clock. I obviously know teachers have a lot more work to do and they have to go home and do other stuff, but it's a job that you can leave at 4 o'clock and get to pretty much anywhere in the country, and then when you get in late at night, catch up on your teacher stuff.
Anyone who can do a full-time proper job and commit to it and then be a stand-up as well, it's not as easy as like, oh yeah, you finish there and you drive to there. Like there's days when you're gigging. Like you've just done the run of. It's a bit different when you're doing a tour. It's fucking knackering sometimes doing it.
I've been
on
exhausted
the road.
this week.
Yeah.
Today is the first day I've woke up this week and felt truly rested.
You're welcome.
Because Carl drove us home from Birmingham.
Not a lot of people give up comedy to do something else by choice.
It's very hard.
Because you get paid quite a lot of money to stand on stage and have fun.
Yeah.
It's not a job that a lot of people go, do you know what? I want to do 40 hours. You know?
People do stop comedy to go back to other work, but it's normally people who aren't in and are living from comedy.
Yeah, it's not like, even though I'm brilliantly successful, I want to change a change of focus. Yeah. Would you rather's? Anyone? Would you like to do a would you rather?
Yeah.
Would you rather be supermodel material, but every time you shag you can't come, or look like one of Adam's IBS shits, but you always have mind-blowing sex? I think
The latter.
The imagery you've offered there, Sam Gibson, is pretty stark.
I'd rather look like shit and come all the time. Coming is better than looking good.
Try and
Like
argue.
Kate Moss.
Yeah.
Not in taste.
No.
No, hang on.
No, it's Gandhi.
Nothing looks as good as coming feels. It's
That's
the
it,
famous
yeah.
quote.
Kate
No,
Moss.
no, it's not. It's nothing tastes as good as shoving cake up your bumhole. I think that's what she said.
It was like
Nothing
That
looks
was
as
Kate
good
Moss.
as coming feels.
okay.
Yeah. Coming and cake and eating it is dead good.
I
think
think
that's
Kate
what
can
she
come in
said.
it too.
Yeah.
Kate Moss, 2012.
She's changed now, though, hasn't she?
She's a fat bitch now.
Is she a fat bitch?
No, not at all. She looks fucking great. It's amazing what cocaine and cigarettes and nothing
Are you
else.
saying fat people don't look great? Very fat phobic today. Disgusting.
You're allowed to say that.
What?
You're allowed to say that.
What do you mean?
What you've just said.
Well,
Fat phobic?
I could never go for skinny girls. Oh, fuck that noise. You need some of that.
Like shagging a bag of elbows.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Adam Staunton's here.
Some of these would be others are fucking mental. Benito Cannavale. I mean,
loved him in The Usual Suspects. He's fucking great.
that's got to be a. Can we call bullshit on the name?
It's Benito Carboni, Ricardo Carvalho, and Cannavaro mixed in.
Benito Cannavale.
He's made that up.
It's a cool name though. Would you rather fight one grizzly bear or 100 angry geese? If you're unsure,
Geese are
look up
cunts.
geese teeth. Nasty fuckers.
I'd fight one grizzly bear.
You're losing both fights.
No, you're definitely losing the grizzly bear.
Yeah,
No,
but
you're
you're losing.
definitely losing the geese. You've got no idea what geese are capable of, if that's your opinion.
Oh my God! Is the telly on?
No.
No.
I'm fighting 50 grizzly bears.
What? What's this?
They are mean bastards.
Right.
Its tongue's got teeth.
Oh my god.
You're losing both fights, but you lose the bear one quicker.
No.
Is that how you've decided?
Yeah.
How do you want to
I reckon I
die?
could beat the grizzly bear.
At what?
You just distract it.
With?
Food. You throw a fucking sausage roll. Go and get that, you cunt. As he turns around, you just fucking choke him out.
Yeah.
Dead.
Choke him out and knock him unconscious.
Yeah.
Well, that's bold, isn't it? Because a lot of people would just focus on the
Double-edged
unconscious.
sword.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not fighting 100 of them. Are you fucking mad?
Is
tongues
that
have got
picture going in?
Yeah.
This is one of the worst pictures that we'll ever
I'm never
put
going to look
in
at
an
a goose
episode.
the same ever again.
What's that for fucking Everton fan when they've gone 2-0 down?
It's 1-0. What is that, I think?
I'm going to take the geese. I'm literally going to take the geese.
So there's some related items here. You obviously got mouth, Canadian goose, evil.
Other people also search for tongue, real, Canadian goose, mouth, evil, mean, white swan, and then out of nowhere, autistic.
Are geese autistic?
Autistic boy forced to get rid of therapy, ducks, after neighbour says they lowered house prices.
Someone wrote that headline.
I'd love a fucking therapy duck.
Are you asking for therapy in where your partner is from, or are you asking for a
I
therapy?
love a therapy duck.
Just
That was a fucking good Nottingham accent, that.
I'd like a
Fair play to
therapy duck. Just one. Nah, be sorted.
You're losing both fights 1,000%.
Nah, I'd smash
If you
any
had to have a
grizzly bears
therapy animal, what's your therapy animal? If you just get to the point where you're like, just getting towards that Bugatti level, 30,000 patrons, the pressure starts kicking in.
A quokka.
A Kawaka?
Yeah.
Komodo
Such
dragon.
a pretentious prick with your halloumi cheese and your Kawaka therapy animal.
Google quokka.
Komodo dragon for me, personally.
Therapy dragon.
One bite and you're dead. Although it wouldn't bite you, it'd love you, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
You hope.
I'd raise it from baby. Oh, that's cool.
Tell me, you know what that's a
Yes.
fucking therapy animal.
Right, I completely, Carl, I completely withdraw my statement. That was an excellent choice. Look at it.
He cuddles you in the morning.
Hello.
Hello. He's called Teddy. French Teddy.
French Terry.
Yeah.
Look at him. Oh my God, I want one.
Exactly.
Oh, where a quack is found.
Delamere Forest.
uh,
Native to Delamere.
Did you just say it slower as if you were reading it? Native to Delamere Forest. Is it Australian?
it looks marsupial.
Fucking right.
Can't fucking quokka. The happiest animal in the world. You couldn't ask for a better animal.
Due to its cute
Must be a
and
Liverpool fan.
friendly appearance, these creatures are now only found in a few isolated forests, small islands, and Carl's Bugatti. You'd look like such a fucking baller getting out of a Bugatti
With that.
with a quacker. He's fucking changed.
What are you going for, Dan? What animal would you like?
Well, I mean, yeah, maybe a quacker. I think actually, what's the other Australian one? Koala bears.
I know they're bastards, aren't they? And they've got chlamydia. They'll fucking finger your ass.
I've probably got chlamydia. It's fine.
I've
How are they bastards?
been told they're bastards.
Yeah,
And
apparently.
kangaroos. Thomas told me kangaroos.
Yeah.
You'd suit
Yeah.
a pony.
Yeah. The top's coming off it. Come on, though. How are you getting
would
to the
suit a
arena?
pony. You would?
A little one.
No. Big
Well,
one.
they're all big ones.
little
They're all
Shetland-
small, aren't they?
a little Shetland
Ponies are all
bastard.
small. Aren't
Look at him! Imagine waking up to that. Looks like French Teddy.
Yeah, it's not the worst.
Go
Is it?
type in Shetland pony. You look like one of these. You look like you'd like one of these. Oh, a little fucking lovely one. Look at that. Look at that one.
There you go. Imagine you fucking bouncing around Sorgo with one of them.
It wouldn't even look that out of
I
place.
would love it so much. Your legs are longer than it.
Why is it so Why is mine a gypsy
If I
one?
got you a Shetland pony for Christmas and not just a picture of it, would you?
Not a Shetland pony on a piece of paper. I owe you one Shetland pony, and I've stuck the neon on him.
Would you?
Well, Etta would
Keep
love
it.
you forever.
Yeah.
She'd be so fucking happy.
Yeah.
Right.
Can I get you one?
How much are Shetland
100%.
ponies?
100%.
You've got to keep it at your house.
Not a second-hand one, though.
No.
I'll
Brand new 2022 Shetland pony.
I'll speak to Hassan. He's probably got one on the drive.
Let's see how much is 250 quid
There you
for the
go.
miniature
Oh,
Shetland
is
stallion.
it fully serviced?
Why is that so cheap?
That's less than I pretended to spend on your last Christmas present.
It's called Jim.
Still not arrived. Never arrived.
Can we have one for the live show?
Can we have a knackered, fucked, used pony? Oh, no, I can't have a sad pony. Why do you get a cute quack like, oh, it's all right. No, it's fine. I'm French Terry. And I get some fucked ex-service pony. It's like been fought in an Albanian war. Stop looking at fucked ponies. Get me a good pony. Is this myfuckedpony.com? Finn,
My fuck pony.
You don't-
My fuck
Fuck
pony.
my little fuck pony. Can you just find a good picture?
Very, very sad sale. Oh.
Only available as I'm always abroad working with the ponies, and the ponies are wasted. Fucking waste of a pony. This
Oh, yeah, I've had it tied up for 3 months.
like it's milk going out of date. Anyone want me milk?
I don't want it to go to waste, my pony.
Can we just find a website with some decent ponies, mate?
Try decentponies.com.
Absolute ponies.
Oh, here we go.
That's a llama.
yes.
He's a bastard.
That's
him.
a llama.
It's a pony.
Oh, right. Yeah,
Look at him and his bros in the field.
Right, okay.
Not negative.
Right, okay. How much is that? How much are you talking?
Cornelis Marcho, his name is.
Right, well, we're doing a track day.
Got a passport.
We're doing a track day for the Patreon, and if I spend more on a pony than we do on a...
Warrington.
Oh, it's
by
close.
yours.
It's close. Right, send an email. Where are we keeping it?
He's been wormed as well. It's called Marco.
Oh, you've got to keep it. You've got a big garden. I can't keep it in my flat, can I?
He's a genuine boy with a beautiful head. It's like your cock.
Do you know, I actually do quite want a pony.
Told you. I can fucking... You give off pony vibes, you know.
What you having, Adam? He's having a
Girls
quack.
like ponies.
Komodo dragon.
A Komodo dragon is a therapy animal.
Yeah, because I can take it on planes with me, can't I?
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
I think that might...
Fucking me and him on a fucking flight to Villarreal. Fuck me flag, mate. I'm taking me Komodo dragon.
Yeah. Finch your Komodo dragon.
Look how fucking sick he looks.
Is it
Looks like a Pokemon.
You would be terrified.
Oh my God, look at him. Yeah, but he'd be mine,
What's
wouldn't
his name?
What, John?
John Dragon.
The Komodo drag John.
What? Are they the ones that they bite and they've got venom in their teeth?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it says in it, it'll work
I
for him.
know, but I want Adam to die like that. I don't
Look how
want...
happy he
Looks
is.
like a big frog.
Looks like he's been told he's getting fucking sausages for dinner. Getting sausages? Fuck off.
He's taught in English.
Today!
He is. He's a no. Oh my God.
Sausages!
You're going to go and live in Liverpool. And
Today!
Bloody hell. Yeah, make sure these pictures are going in. This is the most picture heavy we've ever done, but
And
it's
then
been
so I've
worth
got
it.
a Kawaka. You've got a Shetland pony.
I've got
and he's
the-
going to come all on leads walking into the arena.
Yeah. Mine's in Warrington, so it could actually happen. If we're putting on the business card, can you imagine trying to buy a pony on a card? Do you take card? Come on, no. What do you think I take card?
Look at that top right one. Click on that. Oh, we racing on the 20.
Looks like he's on Loose Women.
Can I just say, this is how I want Adam to die. I don't want to see you get ill and just waste away. I want to see you get slightly nibbled by your own pet therapy Komodo dragon.
I want to see if anyone's ever been killed by their own Komodo dragon. Because that one got an head bitten off by a crocodile. No, by a monkey, didn't she? Remember that?
Fucking hell, look at that. Oh, it's a dragon.
How to survive a Komodo dragon attack. Adam knows that. I won't click on it, but if you wanted to Google it, the most infamous Komodo dragon attacks of the past 10 years is an article on Google. Infamous? Oh, no, about that one. Fucking hell.
Oh, dear.
Final question, or are we done?
One more.
One more. One more.
What time?
What time?
Half three.
This is okay.
One time. This is a
One
would you
more.
rather.
Who?
Danny Pearson says, now then, the machine and Florence. If you had the chance for a life-changing deal, which includes you reaching peak success in comedy and being as famous as you can be while keeping your same style and make shitloads of money, but the catch is either once a month for a year, you need to spend 10 minutes giving Sensei some sloppy toppy on his oversized arse, or...
Sloppy toppy. Leggen his bum out.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm going to say yes.
But as you well know from patrons past, from episodes past, you can't lick a bumhole without sucking him off. That's your own rule.
Okay, cool.
That's
Fine.
your own rule.
I've made
Which
me
you
bed,
will
I
now.
lie in
Yeah.
it.
That's
No, we're not doing it in the bed.
Where would
I
you
see
do
what
it?
did there. No, I was just doing the job.
Downstairs bathroom.
No.
Would you build a separate room
Next door.
with your quacker like, it's okay, Carl. It's okay. Slappy tappy.
Why is it not got an Australian accent?
Mexican.
He's got a Mexican quacker.
Cool.
Nobody has. Thanks for pulling me up. Like, it's not even Australian. That's stupid. Nobody has to find out about your monthly deal with Sensei. However, the other option is have a full organised fight with Jake Paul with all the smack talk and build up as he paced you about and makes you look a right cunt.
Punch Jake Paul's head in.
So
What the fuck is he on about? People don't understand how dangerous I am. You know?
Danny, this is the guy who genuinely wants to fight a grizzly bear. I think a YouTuber is a problem for
Adam,
him.
do me a favour, because Jake Paul seems to want to fight, and you've got a big profile in this country.
Not really.
Well,
You're not big enough for that fight. We're a
Call-
couple of years away from the
All right,
Jake Paul fight, I think.
Call him out.
What?
Call him out.
I don't need to call him out. He needs to call me out. He's a fucking gimp. We all know
there
he
you
is.
go. There you go.
Have you heard what he said about you, Omar?
If it was announced that I was fighting Jake Paul, you'd back me. You'd know I'd win.
You'd absolutely smoke.
Yeah. See?
Yeah, but even if you didn't, like, you still don't want to suck him off
I
once a
don't
month
want to
for
suck
10
him off
minutes.
or lick his arsehole.
Yeah, yeah. So even if Jake Paul twats
I'd rather
you.
fight 18 Bruce Lees than suck Carl off. Never mind one Jake Paul.
18 Bruce Lees, Jake Paul, and a grizzly bear, and some geese as backup.
He'd beat them all.
It's still better than rimming Carl, innit?
What's
It
wrong
is,
with
yeah.
my ass?
And I mean,
isn't
just
it?
take
You're
your
the man.
chances.
I'll
with-
shave it for you.
Why
Would
do you
you?
want me to do this?
I'm just trying to see where you go.
You
If
know?
I shave my ass, would you
I'm
lick it?
fighting Jake Paul and I'm punching his head in and I'm on my way to becoming the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world.
He's got no belts.
And he's
Huh?
not heavyweight.
On me way.
Oh, you're on your way. Next fight after that, Tommy Fury.
Come on. I'd just be embarrassing
I
for
think
him,
Jake
wouldn't it?
Paul would beat Tommy Fury.
I think Jake Paul will beat Tommy Fury.
I want to see you fight anyone. Oh, God, you've had fought someone. You fought Elliot Steele.
I didn't prepare properly.
So he's 0-1. On his way to the heavyweight champion.
Yeah, but I hadn't gone pro yet.
Right.
Like when, you know, like when people like lose when they're amateurs, but then they go pro and they're undefeated. That'd be me. I wouldn't go pro until I'm ready. I'd be very careful about it.
You ready now?
If we got them to do it on a Patreon, would you have a little spar with Molly or Paddy?
I don't want to be responsible for ruining the careers of two of Liverpool's brightest stars.
Yeah.
Imagine if they lost to me. I'm not saying I would beat either of them. I'm saying, but if they did, be like, fucking hell. Thought they were the future.
Adam's
Fucking-
murdered both of them.
Yeah. I don't want to be breaking anyone's jaw and costing them a pay packet, you know what I mean?
With his Komodo dragon just like... Oh my God, he's knocked him out. What? What? Scout's Komodo dragon. What? Ladies and gents, that brings to a close today's Patreon exclusive. Thanks for listening.
I'm going to Spain.
Have a great time, old boy.
We will.
Eat some solids, kid. No?
There's... Why do we need to plug the lock-in to people who are already going to get it?
The lock-in's coming. Cinco de Mayo. Oh, you're going to enjoy it. It's tomorrow. As you're watching this, it's out tomorrow.
And I apologise to all of you. I won't be here this week. I'm going to be hungover and flying back from Spain. You've got the absolutely brilliant deputy as a co-host. Who have you got? With you?
Sean Walsh is coming in. I'm very chuffed about that. One of the absolute best in the country at the moment is going to be sat next to me. So yeah, things are busy, aren't they? Shit's going on. These guest co-hosts are going to be happening on and off, but I'm so chuffed it's someone of the caliber of Sean Walsh. And we'll see you this week.
Cool.
Nice one, Liz.
Yeah, good said to me.
Du- 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 du.